Jay,
Yes, Bob.
do you remember that trip we took up at Bark Lake, that bear hunting trip we took?
In Ontario, wasn't
Ontario, northern Canada.
it? Yep, in the
Yep.
fall of the year.
Fall of the year. We hunted out of Bark Lake, and we did fishing in the morning. We were hunting a bear in the afternoon.
Good fishing and good bear hunting.
Good bear hunting. It was a good time, and it was cold. I remember it was cold in the morning when we get up.
Frost was thick.
Yep, yep. I remember that. It was a good time. We had a good time doing that. But I remember 4 or 5 days into the hunt,
Yeah.
because we've been working hard. We've been fishing in the morning.
Yep.
We're carrying all that bait around.
Yeah,
getting
that,
the bait and
we
all
get
that
fish
fat.
slime on us.
You know.
And that bait, that stinky bait that we had to put out for the
Yeah.
bears
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, every day. And about the 5th day or so, you begin complaining about the fact that I was beginning to smell a little
Well, Bob,
gamey.
I would stand upwind because there was a little bit of a green cloud coming off of it. I got to tell you.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, we were kind of fighting to stay which one of us was going to stay upwind than the other.
My cloud was a little bit more blue than yours.
Yeah. So you decided
Yeah, I did.
that it was time to take a bath. And we had that great big old lake in front of us.
Yep.
Right? So you decided, all right,
Fresh water.
fresh water,
Right there.
absolutely. Yeah, no sharks. No
And
sharks.
we had no other way of getting ourselves clean. I mean, it was a cabin. It didn't even have it had a one-holer out behind, and that was it. We
Right.
had nothing
no
else.
indoor plumbing, no
Nope.
heating, no nothing.
No
So,
electricity,
right?
nothing.
Yep. So you finally decided after about the 5th or 6th day, you said, okay, look, we got to do something.
Yep.
So you stripped down to your BVDs and took your stuff down.
Yep.
You got your towel and your
I have a
soap.
towel over my arm, my soap dishes in my right hand,
Yep.
and I'm walking down there, and I get right on out of my BVDs, and I step into the water
Yeah.
right there beside the dock.
Yes, sir, you did.
And it was shallow,
It was shallow.
but it was plenty cold.
It was. Yep.
And every step I took in that shallow lake, and I'd probably go halfway down that dock.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But every step I took was colder and colder and colder. And
I could tell it was cold because your knees were shaking when you were only ankle deep.
yeah, I was making a little bit of foam in the water around my knees. It's kind of pretty. The sun reflected off of it.
So you got out there near waist deep, right?
Well, yeah, before waist deep
Almost.
is where I really truly started
Yeah,
feeling it.
Yes, sir. And I asked you. I don't know why I asked, but I asked you. I said, "How's the water, Jay?"
Yeah.
And I remember vividly your answer.
Yep.
Your answer was,
Well, it's refreshing. Bob.
"Yes, refreshing."
And I was able to say that without any quaver in my voice.
Yes, you did. You looked me right in the eye when
I
you
did.
said it. Yes,
I
you
did. I did.
But I was determined I wasn't going to die an inch at a time like you did.
Oh, I did. Oh, you didn't want to do that.
No. So I dropped my BVDs and I headed down that thing. I was running down the hill onto that dock and across that dock.
Yeah,
I was
you went
deciding
straight
I'm going
down
to take
the-
it all at once.
In fact, you reminded me of a Greek Olympic runner. I mean, I'd never seen a naked man run that fast. I've never seen a naked man run in the first place.
Okay, so I hit the end of that dock and I dove head first.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I mean, you had your arm. Again, I think that was the second leg of the triathlon is that dive.
Yep.
But I was worried, Bob. I was worried. Because frankly, if you shallowed up your dive too much, and you had a lot of speed, I gotta tell you,
yeah.
you were committed at the
Yeah, I
end.
was committed.
You should have been committed.
My wife has said that to me often.
You hit that water a little too shallow, and I'm afraid you wouldn't have broken through the ice. You'd have skipped like a rock, and you'd still be just circling. You know, on your belly, kind of got like this, just going across the lake. You know, like a wind-blown leaf. And I thought, man, he's going to break through the ice about 200 yards out there, and I ain't going to go after him. You know, I'll write a pretty letter to your wife and say, you know, he died heroically.
Well, there's only so far you can go for a hunting buddy. I mean, that's all you. Now there wasn't really ice on the lake.
Right? You couldn't have sworn. I would have sworn it was ice.
Well, I tell you what, when I hit that water, I'd have sworn. In fact, I did swear in Ngulu as I went into that
Oh,
water.
you were making bubbles. And every bubble came up, and when it popped, I heard another word.
Yeah. Well, I came up out of that water, and my response to you was it wasn't refreshing. It had some other words, but I think it was all spoken in Ngulu.
Well, no, there were certain things that you could not speak that you were able to yell.
That's right. That's right.
You were yelling words you can't otherwise pronounce.
That water was so cold. I'm sure. I'm sure if we had taken a cup of ice and dropped it off the end of that dock, that ice would have flash frozen for an acre. I'm telling you,
without
that water
question.
was
I
that
think it
cold.
was actually unstable at a couple of degrees below freezing.
Yes, it was.
In fact, the fact that I was in it, transferring that much heat, kept it from freezing.
So that was quite a trip. We never did take a bear that year. That trip.
Well, I think I was so cold, my metabolism had slowed way. So I'm not sure I could have drawn the bow at any speed that would have been reasonable.
Yeah. But that was a great trip. We had a good time, even if the water was refreshing.
Yeah, but it was refreshing, Bob.
Yep. Well, I'm just saying.
Just saying.